What is up? We are wrestling maniacs out there worldwide. It's the best one, Donnie here, with one of our new We Are Wrestling co-hosts.
Ben, let's get it! How you guys doing? We Are Wrestling. It's good to be here. We have some exciting shit to talk to you guys about this weekend. It is WrestleMania season, one of the greatest things in pro wrestling history. I'm not going to talk anymore. Don, take it away. Let's go.
That's right. It is WrestleMania week. We have lots of content coming to the We Are Wrestling channel. We got vlogs from going to wrestling shows, Blitzkrieg Northeast Wrestling, which you can check Ben and Danny and myself out on that vlog. Also, of course, we have this WrestleMania prediction. We got reviews, we got reactions. We are going crazy with the videos this week. So, of course, if you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet, help support the channel by hitting that subscribe button now. Turn on the post notifications. Videos be coming out of nowhere like an RKO. And, of course, you already know, the grind is real. And it's time to start this predictions. You think so, Ben?
Let's absolutely fucking get right into it. I'm absolutely excited to speak about it, dude. It is WrestleMania season, the greatest fucking time to be a pro wrestling fan, whether you disagree with the product or not. Usually it is the most exciting time where they actually go back to old school things with some kind of surprises. So I'm excited.
I absolutely agree with you. WrestleMania is watchable, and unfortunately, Danny is not here with us because Ben and I decided that we rather watch the after Monday Night Raw, we'd rather watch, like, just recap of it. Danny, on the other hand, he wants to friggin' stream the whole thing and just talk trash about it, so that's on him.
I don't understand that, boy.
Yeah, he's missing out on this prediction video because he decided to just be miserable and watch Raw for 3 hours. So, let's get started. I say we start off with a banger here. We're just gonna scramble it all up because, you know, why not?
Absolutely.
We're going to start off with a banger, Edge versus AJ Styles.
Oh, dude, this is going to be so exciting. We obviously have AJ Styles in singles competition for the first time in a long time after, you know, wasting away his days with Omos, who honestly, we'll get to that, you know, going forward because we got some good scoops on that. But man, I'm really excited for the Bulldog AJ Styles that we got in TNA. You know, we're getting a good AJ, but we're also getting this brand new gimmick from Edge. We even got a fucking entrance change. We got this classy motherfucker.
I love it.
Dude, it's different for him. You know, he's not like the rated R superstar anymore, right? He's going on this whole new brigade that I'm really, really excited to see more of. Like, it makes me wonder if he's going to change his attire as well, like his in-ring attire. Like, that's something I'm always excited about when it comes to, like, heel turns and fucking gimmick changes.
Yes, the wrestling gear and the entrances are the two most important things. I feel like Edge is definitely going to be coming out in some, like, black and red shit, probably.
Likely.
Some dark stuff. Yeah, kind of like the Brood.
Oh, say you're thinking more towards like a Brood feel? Dude,
oh, yeah.
I'm so ready for it because Edge is also an artistic visionary as well. He's a good hands-on, like, legit artist, and he's the one who designed his new fucking logo that you see him repping on his pants. He designed that and everything. Like, that's his lettering, all that shit. So if he's getting real creative control with this new gimmick, like, obviously it's never full-on creative control with WWE anymore, or if it ever really was, but if he's getting, like, his hands on the wheel right now, I'm excited to see what we're gonna get this weekend because it's gonna be his first in-ring match since the Rumble, right?
I believe, yes, the Rumble was his last one because it was a mixed tag match, Miz, Maurice,
Beth Phoenix,
and Edge.
Dude, that was one of the actually. Danny will tell you something different, but I genuinely enjoyed that match. But that was beside the point. I'm really, really excited for it, honestly, because this is a dream match, man. Like, this is something that fans have been waiting for so long and that we never thought we were ever going to get because obviously, you know, Edge is back after so long and this is his second year back with the company after being on hiatus for 9 years because, you know, he was medically disqualified. So we're seeing this new spiced up version of Edge going against what we love and know of AJ Styles.
The best thing about this heel Edge is none of us expected him to turn heel. That is the part I think I love about the storyline the most. We thought that this was just going to be one of those once-in-a-lifetime dream matches that we've seen millions of times. Edge turned heel. He smacked AJ with the chair. Classic. What he used to do in Ruthless Aggression.
And then hit him with the fucking low blow. Like,
and
what?
the low blow that you don't even see really that often in wrestling.
No,
nowadays.
you don't. And like the fact that he really went that far, it's like, and I actually had this conversation, and I forgot who I had it with. It may have been Danny. It may have been this dude, Herbert, that I talked to. He's the ultimate opportunist, man. Like, he is, dude, this is so fucking nuts. Like, I can't even like begin to sink my teeth in the feeling that we're getting, because it was completely like, I don't believe he's a heel. Like, I don't believe full on that he is a quote unquote heel, because he said what his intentions were going into it. He said he's going to do whatever it takes to get the fucking Bulldog AJ back, which means doing fucked shit, knowing that he can fucking handle it and he's going to bark. So I'm excited for that, dude.
That's a really good take on that.
Yeah, I don't think he's a heel. I think he is ambitious. Ambitious. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah, I like that. So now instead of our heels and faces, we have ambition people. Yep. Now. Nice.
Yep.
So now my thoughts on the Edge and AJ Styles. This match obviously is going to be a 5-star match. AJ Styles in his prime with TNA, he spent a lot of those years. Edge spent his prime in WWE, obviously being the rated R superstar, cashing in, winning the WWE Championship back in 2006. Edge and AJ Styles, their paths have never crossed. And we had a little bit of a tease when Edge made his return at the Rumble a couple years back.
And then injured fucking AJ immediately.
Yeah, I know. So sad. But hey, we're finally getting Edge versus AJ Styles. The storyline has been absolutely awesome. The only critique I have is the way they brought AJ Styles back last week, like nothing ever happened. Yeah. Why didn't he go after Edge? That's the only thing.
Dude, I honestly have no fucking idea. That's like one of the many plot holes in WWE's creative, which just kind of drives me absolutely fucking nuts.
Because what they could have done was Edge could have cut another one of those sick promos, and then AJ out of nowhere freaking hits him with the phenomenal punch. That would have been nice.
Dude, and then fucking end it with a low blow, and fucking walk out the fucking stage. Give him a taste of his own medicine. Like, I totally would have enjoyed something like that. And I think, again, that's one of the many sinking plot holes when it comes to WWE storytelling and creative, is that they'll just drop it right off the fucking mark, dude. Like, it's absolutely fucking insane. But the buildup has been fantastic. Like, it was a great time to get a fucking heel turn from Edge. Like, it was a great time, because I was getting super fatigued of, the good Edge, like, oh, I'm back, da da da. Like, I'm glad. Like, dude, don't get it twisted. I am so fucking thankful this dude is back. Nobody sobbed harder than me when he made his return, all right? I had to get consoled. I had to get consoled. Like, it was bad, man. But aside from the point,
yeah.
I was fatigued.
Here's the real question. Now, the hard question: who do you have winning this match? Because of course, this is a prediction video.
Oh my god. You started with you came in hot with this one, man, making this the first prediction.
Already had to start it hot, because we know it's going to be a long 2 nights. Oh, we had to hit it hard to begin.
Dude, you came in hot, dude, because like you gave me no time to even think about it.
Yes, sir. I just hit your ass with the spear.
Bro, you really fucking did. Oh my god, spear out of nowhere. Or the classic fucking AJ. Oh my god. Fuck. But to bring light to the situation, I am probably, because Edge is my favorite fucking wrestler of all time. So you're asking me to go against, my bias, but AJ still has a lot left in the tank, where this is Edge's final run. Like, this is it. Once he's done, he's done. Like, he could get injured at any point soon, and then he's gonna have to cut it early. Like, it could be any time. AJ still has a lot of gas in the tank. Personally, for me, I want it to be at least a 25-minute to half-hour match with AJ winning and Edge putting him over. Like, I want a good fucking match. Like, I don't expect anything crazy, because Edge can't do crazy nowadays. But I'm expecting a fucking ruthless match. Like, I'm expecting some fucking repetitive kicked out style clashes. I'm expecting a fucking nut spear with this crazy sell that AJ kicks out of last fucking second or puts his foot on the rope. Like, I'm expecting tension in this fucking match. So, like, if I have to go with a winner, the only way I'm going to say AJ Styles, and I want this to happen, like, don't get it twisted. I want this to happen. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I want AJ Styles to win the match with a 20 to 30 minute showcase match. Like, I want them to steal the fucking night. Like, that is going to be
And
something.
I feel like whatever night they land on, they are going to have probably the match of the night.
100%.
Hands down. Here's who I think is going to win this match. I think it's going to be AJ Styles that beats Edge. Edge will put him over. They're going to put on, I think, a 20-minute classic, because a lot of people say, like, you need hour matches.
No, you don't need all that.
Spectacular, but when you are a pro, like the Rated R Superstar and the Phenomenal One are, you can put on a classic. Literally, they can have a friggin' 10-minute match and it can be a 5-star.
Dude.
But I think 20 minutes is what they need.
100.
And I definitely have AJ Styles winning this. And Edge will probably disappear, for a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
Come back darker.
For sure. I think, honestly, you know, it is a true thing to go with AJ closing it, winning it. I think that is a very solid and very honest opinion that he is definitely going to win the match, and I completely went against my bias. So, like, I'm trying to be as you know, I'm trying to go for product and what I think would, you know, pop the fucking crowd and make a lot of money, and I think it'd be AJ winning.
All right, yeah. So now moving on to our next match. Like I said, this is all random. Night 1, night 2. We literally can't keep track because there's just so many damn matches.
Let's get it.
We have the freaking greatest character in WWE right now, Happy Corbin, with Madcap Moss versus Drew McIntyre. And I said that in the nicest way I possibly can.
Okay, so you want my honest opinion? It's a handicap match, correct?
No, it's just Madcap's with Happy Corbin.
Oh, so it's Happy Corbin versus McIntyre?
I missed a Lone Wolf.
Oh my god, dude, that dude, that fucking dude.
This happy gimmick is horrible.
I don't understand it. Like, listen, I hand it to Tom Pestock, Baron Corbin, for being a phenomenal sport and doing whatever Vince fucking says to eventually move up and make, you know, right of his mistake he made when, you know, he ended up losing his cash in because of I forgot what he did, but
he should have.
But yeah, so, like, you know, I 100%, you know, applaud him for this, but, you know, I think the gimmick is absolutely ridiculous. I don't find the appeal in it. I think it's, you know, it's lazy writing, you know, at this point. But if it was Lone Wolf Corbin versus McIntyre without Madcap, I would want to go Corbin, just because I think that dude has so much potential. I think that he is a universal WWE champion one day. I hope it's very soon, because that shit got robbed from him. Like, I think he would be able to hold it well. I do think, though, that McIntyre is going to take it, unless there's some kind of interference and all that shit. I don't know.
See here, my problem with Happy Corbin, I'm not going to lie, I really started to enjoy, this was around the time he lost the King of the Ring, and he was poor. I actually enjoyed that, but, like, it was weird, because then, like, they went to Las Vegas for, like, one SmackDown or something, and then it was all internet exclusive, where he had, like, $1, and then he hit the lottery, hit the jackpot. So then, like, they didn't really make any sense out of the storyline, so it's like, you saw him, like, looking like a bum, like, his hair was growing back, and, like, he was looking awful, and then they should have done vignettes
100%
to build the Happy Corbin character.
And that's unfortunate.
But, like, why does he need the name Happy in there when, like, we all know he's Baron Corbin? That's the thing I don't understand.
It's to kind of push the provocative of, you know, the Happy Corbin gimmick, you know.
To let the universe know that he's happy.
Basically, like, he's happy being a jackass, you know? Like,
Yeah.
again, you know, this we discussed this before we hit the record button, that there were some matches that we didn't really care about, which,
This one
unfortunately,
I don't really
I
care
don't
about.
either, and unfortunately, you know, it involves Drew McIntyre, who at one point was the
Yes.
face of the company. You know, this is, you know, I'm not saying by any means he's jobbing out right now. McIntyre is very much so still a very big name.
He's just
However,
lost in the shuffle a little
they
bit.
don't know what to do with him right now because
Not
they're trying to,
character-wise.
yeah, and I think he's kind of working off a very early return from injury as well. So I think they're trying to kind
Yeah.
of not really job him out, but kind of relieve him a little bit of like heavy shit.
Yeah, plus you have to realize Happy Corbin has been one of the top heels on SmackDown. So, like, it's giving both of these two an opportunity at Mania
Yeah.
to maybe prove that, okay, like, now let's see if, like, McIntyre can get the WWE Championship or the Universal again. Or can we see Happy Corbin take that next step in his career? I think that's, like, what the real test is, probably for, like, behind the scenes and all that. But in this match, I definitely think it goes on for 10 minutes. Drew McIntyre.
100%.
Claymore
100%.
kick.
Yeah, it's going to be out of fucking nowhere. I think, you know, Madcap is obviously going to get involved unless there's some kind of, you know, Calvary with McIntyre out of nowhere. You know, I mean, WrestleMania, anything can happen. They usually tend to be able to kind of do something to finagle some of the smaller matches into being some blockbusters. So, you know, I think maybe there might be some kind of, you know, thing there. But
Yeah.
I hope that, you know, that is the case, but I'm not holding my breath. But yeah, I'm going to go Drew McIntyre, 10 minutes. Done.
Yep. Alrighty, now, match number 3. We have a tag team match. We have the Mysterios, Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio versus The Miz and Logan Paul.
Okay.
How do you feel about Logan Paul having his first wrestling match?
I think it's fucking
All
fantastic.
honesty.
I think it's absolutely fantastic.
Wow! Yes, finally
Yes.
somebody agrees with me.
I do. I 100% think it is absolutely fantastic. I do think Logan Paul is a star. I do think that he has the star power to bring a broader audience.
Heel 101. Heel 101.
I think,
Yes.
and dude, I don't know if you caught his training video. I think that WWE had put on either Instagram or YouTube. But did you catch him practicing the frog splash off the crash pad?
Yeah, I saw
It was
that.
executed beautifully too. So I'm kind of excited to see him do some taunting, you know, with the, you know, the Eddie Guerrero shit and all that other stuff. Like, I'm excited to see heel Logan Paul. Like, dude, this guy, all right, let me just put, you know, the smack down on this bitch real quick. So,
oh, go right ahead.
I think Logan Paul coming into the fold of this whole event is a phenomenal money grab. But I also think that he is a phenomenal athlete as well. I think he is a phenomenal talent. I think he has it.
Of course, he's a phenomenal athlete. The man friggin' winning the boxing ring with Floyd Mayweather for 7 rounds.
We all know that that was staged, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna.
No, yeah. I know, but he still did that.
100. He still went into the ring with the fucking dude. I'm not all right. Anyways, fucking. I do think this is a phenomenal move by WWE Creative. 100%. I think it was a phenomenal move cashing in on Logan Paul. I think it's gonna be a match stealer. I think the Mysterios are definitely gonna put on their A game for WrestleMania with the caliber of this match, and Miz obviously adding to the fold is a fantastic person to put with Logan Paul. Fantastic idea. So I think this is again another thing that WWE.
Jake Paul of WWE.
No. I fucking love this for WWE's creative. This is another shining example of what they're doing right. And this was one of it. This is one of them, 100%. So I'm going to go with winners. I'm going to go with Logan Paul and Miz winning. Heel turn from one of the Mysterios.
All right, so here's my prediction. But before I
they're
give my
building
prediction,
frustration with in between Mysterio, so
they are.
I think Dom's gonna turn finally. So that's my prediction. I think WrestleMania is gonna turn.
Okay, so here's what I think so far. I am very happy with WWE bringing in Logan Paul. I think that if there's any celebrity that they're gonna bring, I'd rather see Logan Paul than Johnny Knoxville. I love Johnny Knoxville. Yeah. I love Jackass. But and when it comes to WWE, Logan Paul, I feel like fits a lot better.
He's also
because
younger
he's
and he's
just
trained for this.
exactly, but he's so, like, the thing is, like, there's things that he, like, his charisma, his energy, that you can't teach certain guys. You really can't. And, like, Logan Paul, honestly, like, he has a lot of hate on him
Yeah.
because of a lot of the controversy as a YouTuber
Mhm.
and being a controversial content creator.
Yep.
But I think especially having that heat, especially being with The Miz, one of the top heels in the WWE, probably the best heel in WWE.
That
But
and all of his accolades too, man, with his athletics, with his accolades now and
being a wrestler in high school
boxing
and,
now,
football,
fucking like the dude
boxing.
is built for this. So I think we're gonna see a fucking crazy side of Logan Paul because now we're seeing him off top ropes. Now we're seeing him in the squared circle. I am
I
fucking
I
excited
think
for this
he's gonna
shit, dude.
you know what I think's gonna happen? He is going to over deliver, and like everyone's gonna be talking about this, and then again I'm gonna see Keemstar on Drama Alert being like, "Guys, Logan Paul did a frog splash off the top rope at WrestleMania."
All right, so I'm gonna say this.
But okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with Logan Paul and Miz winning this match. And the Mysterios, Dominic has to turn on Ray. Make it happen already. It's time for Dominic to become his own
I think
guy.
this,
It's
and I'm
time.
gonna go a little
It's
extra
time.
mile now. And this is post WrestleMania. This is post rivalry between them two. My prediction in a whole is I think this rivalry between Dominic will be his final run for the WWE, and they're going to end it with him passing the torch officially, giving him the mask, and he's going to walk out right into the sunset.
Yeah, Rey
I think
Mysterio,
his
I
final
definitely
time
see
in the
that.
ring, he's going to finally unmask and give it to Dominic, and I think that's how it was always planned out to be. And I think we're finally going to get the kayfabe broken, and we're actually going to see his face. So I think
That's gonna be
I
awesome.
think that's the way we're gonna go, and I hope that's the way we go because, dude, that would be a beautiful bookend to an phenomenal career. So I'm gonna go a little farther and say that too. But all right, man, we can go on to the next one. I wanted to put that out there because it was just great.
Alrighty, so now our next match, which actually just got announced on Monday Night Raw. Omos versus
Aw.
the almighty Bobby Lashley. The
Lashley.
colossal Omos. Nah, I'm kidding. All right, you know who's gonna win this match? Let's be honest here.
Lashley.
I really hope WWE like they make this match like 10 seconds. Lashley just hits him with the spear, 1, 2, 3. That's it. Because I'm sorry, I've ranted about this on the We Are Wrestling Talk show. Omos has potential, but the problem
His
is he
promos are
needs a mouthpiece.
yeah, dude.
He needs a manager. That is his problem.
Yeah.
I am not interested in the Omos character whatsoever. They really fumbled it bad.
Yeah, 100.
And I think Lashley needs to bury him because I'm sorry. He looked like for him losing the WWE Championship in the Elimination Chamber. It's not like he got buried when that happened because obviously he sustained a shoulder injury against Brock at the Rumble. So like when it comes to like the Chamber, they didn't bury Lashley.
No, they didn't.
So I
They
really hope that going into Mania, they don't bury him with this freaking green freaking giant that is still learning. The rest,
bro, he got a ginormous pop when he came back tonight, apparently. Like, apparently he got a huge pop from the crowd. So I'm really excited about that, dude, because Lashley has deserved so much of this, dude. I'm so glad he's got a couple runs.
I am a Lashley mark. He is my favorite right now in the WWE.
Really?
I love me the almighty Bobby Lashley, baby. Yes, I do.
Really?
When he beat Brock Lesnar, I marked out. I loved every second of it.
Bro.
It was wonderful.
I am absolutely thrilled to hear you say that, man. Like, Lashley deserves so much better than the world offered him, but I'm so glad he's finally getting, like, the push.
MVP, man. Best decision they made was the Hurt Business and MVP.
I'm kind of upset
I'm
kind of upset that the Hurt Business is disbanded, but that's a discussion for another time. Yes. But I really do think that Lashley's going to take this home for WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah. Better be 10 seconds. Next match we have here, we're going to go with a good one here. The Raw Women's World Championship, Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair is going to win it finally. They're going to finally take the title off of Becky.
Thank God.
So that's all I want to say about it. Only because like I'm not interested because we've seen this before, but I'm gonna say Bianca Belair, but she's gonna get a wealthy fucking reign. But I just hope it changes hands to a very deserving talent after.
Liv Morgan.
I'm a Liv Morgan mark, bro. I fucking love me some Liv Morgan, bro.
Rhea Ripley.
Yup. Oh my god. Yup. Rhea Ripley's my bitch, bro. Like, all right, listen, like in the nicest ways possible and like the most praising way possible. I fucking love Rhea Ripley, man. She's fucking awesome. Fantastic talent, dude. You know, she's got it all. She's gonna go absolutely far one day, and I'm excited for it. But I'm definitely excited for that match as well when we get there.
Which we'll get into that. So now, with my opinion about the Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair, the storyline has been, honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie. The beginning of the storyline was absolutely horrible. Why do you have Becky Lynch bury her at SummerSlam literally in, like, what, 20 seconds was it?
Mm-hmm.
After that, I lost my interest in Becky Lynch. Like, I used to love Becky Lynch.
Same. I was a Becky Lynch mark. Now I'm just like, I'm fatigued.
Yep.
However, I will add to the stipulation that Trish Stratus is probably going to make a fucking appearance at some point, and that's going to start up a feud.
That would be really
because
cool.
they've been exchanging on Twitter, so I think that might be a thing. So I'm just going to add that there. Who knows? But you know,
yeah. So like when it comes to like this whole Bianca Belair like underdog storyline, we've seen it already last Mania. That's why I'm not really interested. Don't get me wrong; these two are going to put on a great match. Do not get me wrong.
Fantastic.
But for me, here's the problem: no matter what they do in that ring, in my opinion, it's going to be a 4-star match out of 5. Because for me, a 5-star match has to be a great match in the ring, but also a great storyline. And it has to be a story that you're interested in.
With WWE nowadays, you have to be interested in the story or you're just not going to be interested in the product.
Absolutely. Moving on now to our next match, we have the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. We have the Usos versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs or Rick Booger. Or
Rick Booger.
Like I don't know.
Fucking Boogs.
I don't watch SmackDown, so like I really don't even know much about Rick fucking.
Yeah. All right. So this is again another match I really don't care about because I'm fatigued of the fucking Usos too. But I'm gonna say Usos are gonna retain because the whole bloodline shit. The end. It'll be a shocker if Nakamura and fucking Boogs win it.
Boogs is hilarious, and Nakamura's good, but yeah, Usos are going to win. They need them to win because in order for the Bloodline storyline to continue being really good, you have to have the Usos
150,000%. I agree.
Jay is better than Jimmy.
100%. That is a fact. The fact that you ended it with that. You're just like, Jay is better than Jimmy. Moving on. It's just fucking out of nowhere. Holy shit. Oh my god. You're so casual.
I miss main event moves. Like, I'm sorry, Jimmy Uso, like, they're like planned to be. And then when freaking main event Uso had his moment and then Jimmy came in, I'm like, wow, what
dude,
the fuck?
I loved the singles competition with Jey Uso, bro. Like, that dude proved he could fucking do singles competition. Like, I love Jey Uso.
That's like the one turn that I would love to see, like the I would love to see Jimmy Uso be the Marty Jannetty and Jay be the Shawn Michaels.
That's basically what it is, unfortunately. But alright, so on to the next one before I start fucking crying.
Alright, the next one. This match makes me want to barf. We have Charlotte Flair defending her SmackDown World Champion versus Ronda
Well, luckily
Rousey.
for you, I'm absolutely just going to cut to the point, say Ronda Rousey's going to finally take it off her, and we can get the fatigue from Charlotte out of the fucking way. Next one.
Yeah, with this match, I'm not looking forward to it, especially with all the botches during the contract signings. And,
it's kind of a massacre.
No, the reason why none of us want to see this match is because we wanted Becky Lynch versus Ronda, but they didn't give it to us. So during this match, this will probably be like one of the few matches during Mania, whether it's night 1 or night 2,
thought
that I will that I will not be watching. I probably will just be on my phone scrolling through Twitter.
And yeah, you'll see the winner and be like, oh, cool. And then just next one.
Yeah. So in this case, because everybody knows how much I can't stand Charlotte Flair, I got to go Ronda Rousey. She's going to make
Absolutely.
a tap. I would love to see that. All right. So now moving on now to our next match, well, segment or match, you could say. Kevin Owens and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
All right, so we already know that Stone Cold is going to be in in-ring competition. We already know. Whether they want to tell us now, they've been teasing it.
If he comes out in those black trunks, I'm gonna
Bro, I'm saying this right now. I think he's gonna have one last match. I think it's gonna be a match, bro. I think we're gonna get one last showcase match from Stone Cold Steve Austin. If that's the case, I will literally squirt lotion on my face and think it in sexual terms. But I will literally fucking cry if that's the case. I know that he is getting in shape because he obviously has been posting his meal prepping, obviously, and there's rumors circulating that he is looking to be in great shape.
When it comes to the wrestling business, there's nobody that takes it more serious than
and
Stone
if he's
Cold
going to be
Steve
lacing
Austin.
up the boots for the first time and last time in 19 years,
Go watch Tough Enough 2011 and see what the hell he did to those freaking rookies.
So I'm saying this right now, boy.
I don't think any of them wrestle anymore that's in that season because of Stone Cold.
So I'm going to just go out and say that Kevin Owens is going to put on a hell of a match, but Stone Cold's going to take it. He's not. He had to reel in from the loss from The Rock for 19 years. He is winning this fucking match. There's no way in hell he's not.
All right, so here we go. Here's my take on this. Stone Cold versus Kevin Owens. I really hope that this is not one of those typical WWE segments which I don't think it will be. Kevin Owens, has a show. Stone Cold comes out in his gear, ready to kick his ass, and then Kevin Owens starts to realize that, oh shit, he fucked up. So then we see Kevin Owens being like, Stone Cold, I'm so sorry, and then they shake hands, and then he grabs a beer, they freaking smash, hits him with the stunner. I don't want to see that. We've seen it enough at WrestleManias. Still be a cool moment, but I want to see it actually be a match between the two. I wouldn't mind it being kind of remember that unsanctioned match with Shawn Michaels and Triple H at SummerSlam 02? Yes. That I would not mind if the match is kind of that. But here's my prediction. We all know Stone Cold's going to win this match, obviously. But here's what I think should happen. WWE is lacking that next superstar besides Roman Reigns in this case. What they need to do, they're in Stone Cold's home state, Texas. Kevin Owens needs to freaking beat the shit out of Stone Cold. Let Stone Cold get his moment, but at the end, Kevin Owens should try to take Stone Cold out so that he can be using that in his promos to get heat.
100.
And then that can definitely take them maybe when because obviously we all know with the unification match, they're not going to be unifying the belts. So if Roman wins and he keeps the Universal, then Kevin Owens could be the WWE champion and have all that heat on him because of what he did to Stone Cold. And I think that this is the perfect opportunity for a Hall of Famer GOAT to put a young guy, well, Kevin Owens is not young, but put a guy over so that he takes the next step in his
100%, career. And he can do that and also still take the win. So I 100% am behind that. So I think that is phenomenal.
Yeah, but Stone Cold's going to win. I think
it's going to be beautiful.
All right, so now moving on now to another celebrity match. We have Austin Theory versus Pat McAfee.
Honestly, I'm really interested in this match, 100%, because I actually talked to Danny about this, I think, in one of our last podcast episodes in the Two Sticks and Pure Rage podcast. I think that I'm becoming a fan of Austin Theory. I think that his in-ring, in-ring talent and because I was already interested in him beforehand. But during the Elimination Chamber, he showcased what he could fucking do and what he could take. So I think being molded by Vince.
Oh, that FI ball.
So I think that the guidance he's getting from Vince, the pushes he's been getting from like the likes of Lesnar, Lashley, all of these guys that were in the Elimination Chamber, the amount of TV time he's been getting, I think he's gonna be a big thing one day. I think he is gonna be a huge asset to this company. I am super interested in his career. I think, dude,
He's
he is
so good.
huge on my radar right now.
I believe he's under 25.
Yeah, he's younger
too.
than me, man. He's younger than me, and it's fucking nuts. Like, dude, it's just, he is somebody to look forward to and to really keep your eyes on, because he is different.
I like what they've done with him and Vince
Dude,
McMahon.
seriously, like, I honestly was like, what the fuck is going on at first?
It could have been a little bit better, but it was
like,
still
I
good.
like every time that they're on screen together, I'm interested, which is crazy because I didn't think anything of it at first. I was like, oh, cool, fucking, another undeserving da da da, and obviously, thankfully and humbly, I was put in my place. I fucking love Austin Theory right now. I love everything that's going down with him.
Mm-hmm.
I love Pat McAfee. I love Pat McAfee.
I love his commentary when Shinsuke Nakamura comes out.
I
He
just
jumps
love
on
his
the
commentary
table.
in
That
general.
Is the
like,
best.
I hope that Pat McAfee sticks around in WWE for a long-term deal.
I don't think he's going anywhere, man. If you watch that interview with him and Vince, like, he respects the business 100%, so much. Dude. I really don't think he's going anywhere.
Dude, I'm excited to see him in the ring. Just because I want to see what he can do, taking his football career and then now being in part of, an in-ring competition. I'm excited to see what
he did put on some good matches with the Black and Gold brand. I will
never
say
saw
that.
It, so I'm excited.
He did a match with Adam Cole, and then he actually did a War Games.
I'm gonna have to do some referencing at some point tonight, so I'm really excited to take a look. Thank you for letting me know, because I wasn't really watching the Black and Gold brand, which was a fucking mistake. But I'm glad that a lot of these things are being brought to light for my own personal knowledge and also my viewing pleasure. So I'm excited, man. So thank you for that.
Yeah, so when it comes to, here's a hot take real quick. This is like not about Austin Theory versus Pat McAfee, but I want to put this out there because I feel like when Rob Gronkowski retires from football, he's going to go back to WWE. But now here's a quick hot take I have for this. Rob Gronkowski is going to be what Pat McAfee is doing for WWE. That's what they want, but they're not going to get it. That's my hot take right there, because they're both football players.
Get some fucking controversy, boy.
I thought might as well. But no, WWE is gonna want to push Rob Gronkowski to the moon. But like Pat McAfee, like
he's got this in the bag, bro. Pat McAfee, there's no other at this point. Like Pat McAfee really already put his name in WWE. So like I think he's solid, man. So for winner, it's a hard toss up for me in terms of winner.
Well, before you tell your winner, here's what I think about the match now. I think that this storyline is pretty interesting because obviously we had Vince on the Pat McAfee show, and then Austin Theory got jealous because, of course, he loves Vince McMahon. And I love the way they built the storyline. Austin Theory's just pissing off Pat McAfee like he always does. He's arrogant, which I love because it reminds me of 2003 Randy Orton. Which is really, I think I'm not saying world champion Randy, but 2003 Intercontinental Champion Randy.
You spoke the sweet truth right there. You spoke the sweet truth.
It is the truth. And if Danny, you are listening to this, I'm not sorry. But now here's my prediction for this match here. I'm going to have to go with Austin Theory. He's going to cheat somehow, some way. Vince will probably be involved somehow, some way. And maybe it'll create, like, tension with Pat and Vince.
Yeah, I can see that winning. That angle. 100%.
Or Shane McMahon screws Pat McAfee, and then we get Pat versus Shane for, like, SummerSlam
That'd be kind
or
of fucking
something.
sick. I'd be open to that. I'm going to go with McAfee. And I think we're gonna get a turn. Vince is gonna turn on Theory, and we're gonna actually see like a good rivalry going out after Mania.
Yeah, whatever they do in this situation, whether Theory wins or loses, they have to put him over somehow, some way.
They're not gonna squash him.
He's the next guy.
Yeah.
So I feel like they definitely, like, if they're gonna have Vince turn on him, do that. As long as it furthers his career.
And I have no doubt that they will, because they are crafting Theory into being something big.
Yeah. So now moving on to our next match of the WrestleMania Spectacular, or what are they calling it this year?
The WrestleMania Spectacular? I have no idea. I don't know if there's a special
Yeah,
there.
I think.
Stupendous
Stupendous,
WrestleMania.
stupendous. There it is. All right, so now our next match is for the women's tag team championships. We have Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, the Dream Team, versus Zelina Vega, Carmella versus Sasha Banks and Naomi, which I've actually been enjoying all three of these teams.
Honestly, I'm really liking these teams as well.
This is the one tag match that I'm actually kind
I'm
of
excited about it too, but you're gonna hate me. You're gonna piss all over this. I already know who my winners are, who I want to win.
Okay. Do you want me to just
Sure.
say my winners and
Sure, go ahead.
say yours? All right. So here's my take on this. Here's the problem with the women tag team division in WWE. We need more original tag teams instead of pairing everybody up together. Even though I'm not gonna lie, these pair ups are very nice for Mania for this match for last minute, and they're all getting an opportunity. I think, damn, because you see the tag team champions, I don't want Zelina and Carmella to retain. I like Carmella better as a singles
100.
competitor. But then I also really enjoy Sasha and Naomi. I really do. And Naomi actually her and Sasha, they really benefit each other in the ring. But when it comes down to it, I have to go with Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan because they just, I feel are the perfect combination.
They've been killing it, bro. They've been killing it. And honestly, I'm going to go with that as well. That was my fucking winners as well. Rhea Ripley and fucking Liv Morgan. Give Liv a title. Give her a fucking title.
That's why.
Make
that's
Rhea Ripley a ×2 and give Liv a fucking title. She needs it. She needs to shine as a champion. That will give her a push. 100%, because then she'll know what it's like to defend, and they're also going to see her kick it up a notch. She needs this. 100.
Hey, they need to keep pushing their tag team divisions in both the men and the women's. And I think what better way than because I really think Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, that's a really exciting team. And I think that they definitely have lots of potential. Maybe give them some vignettes to build their chemistry and stuff like that. I would really like to see
100.
them two win. So now, moving on to our next match is another celebrity one. Johnny Knoxville, Jackass, versus Sami Zayn, who's also another Jackass.
The
battle of the
I don't have much to say.
Even though I love Sami Zayn's new character.
I do too. I don't have much to say on this one, just because I'm not highly interested. I'm gonna go with Sami Zayn, just because I like where his direction's going. I think he needs a WrestleMania moment. I think he needs a win. I hope that there is some, crazy shit that goes down on both their parts. I think Sami Zayn is a phenomenal in-ring competitor. I think he's a great athlete. I think he definitely deserves, a little bit more spotlight than what he's given and more credit where it's due. Because I know that he's a fantastic person outside of the wrestling business. I know that, he's just talented, man. And I think that, his future's looking super bright as well. But, in terms of Johnny Knoxville, we're just there to see a good show. So I think Sami Zayn's going to take it.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I love the Sami Zayn character. And the storyline, Sami Zayn's been doing the best out of it. And, I respect that a lot with Sami Zayn. Because, obviously, he went from being Mr., 5-star matches with the black and gold brand to being lost in the shuffle for a couple years to this really awesome, underrated mid-card character. And I actually really enjoy this a lot. I think we're seeing the best, personality of Sami Zayn so far, and he's so committed that he put his phone number out there. They leaked it for the storyline purposes. I love this. And here's the thing, Johnny Knoxville's probably going to win because they want to humiliate Sami Zayn so that they can continue, the conspiracy theory, which Sami Zayn, regardless he wins or loses, that's the one guy that I am confident that he is going to make whatever
100.
work. So, in this case, Johnny Knoxville will embarrass Sami Zayn, and then we're going to get on Raw or SmackDown this whole conspiracy thing, and it's going to be absolutely fucking hilarious.
You got our picks.
Yeah, so now the next match here, because, of course, the matches don't stop with Mania, Night 1 and 2, is for the Raw Tag Team Champions. We have the Street Profits versus Rated R, or well, not Rated, RK Bro versus Alpha Academy.
RK Bro. That's all I gotta say. RK Bro. RK Bro. And there's no words needed with that. It's just without context. RK Bro. It's the greatest.
We all know. We all know
it's not even just the fact that we all know that they're gonna win. I think that the team of RK Bro is literally my favorite tag team in wrestling right now. I think it's a hot.
No.
Hear me out.
No.
Hear me out.
No.
I'm not done.
I see why Danny didn't want to do this. I
No,
see why he's screaming.
No, there's reasons as to why. This goes beyond Mania.
Let
me elaborate. So, I think they're going to walk out winning, obviously. They are my favorite tag team in wrestling right now for multiple reasons. Not only is Randy Orton allowed to do something fucking different for once, and he's able to take some time off, he's able to fucking, be his best self, basically. Like, he's having a lot of fun with what he's doing right now, which brings out the best in the superstar. And I
agree with you.
And let's not get it twisted. Matt Riddle is one of the best things in wrestling right now. Matt Riddle is a fantastic fucking athlete. He's got the charisma of a motherfucker. Like, this dude has it all. Matt Riddle's future is so fucking bright. He is going to be world champion sooner than you think. He was supposed to win the fucking Royal Rumble. The dude is literally on fire. The main reason that they are my favorite tag team is because I'm interested in the storyline. The storyline of it being them being tag team champions, them having this thing, because he said that fucking Matt Riddle was his friend. And we all know where that goes eventually. Randy Orton has no friends. I'm interested in the heel turn. I'm interested in the Matt Riddle turn. Not even just heel, but I'm interested in seeing him serious for once and taking it out on someone who was supposed to be his friend, and seeing him come out of the bro persona for once and to actually like fucking just go in like mixed martial arts shit. Like, I'm excited to see that fucking match because these are the two best at what they do. Like, this is Matt Riddle with so much chemistry and so much history. They're building history with these guys to put it into this amazing rivalry that's going to be the ending point. It's the crescendo.
So here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. I love Randy Orton, one of the best.
If not the best.
And I love Riddle. So much too. I love his character, future world champion,
and they're a fantastic tag team. They have great chemistry.
But when it comes to this whole RK Bro thing, the only thing I like is the storyline, because obviously what you said, them eventually breaking up, it's gonna make great storyline and great rivalry. But here's the thing. I don't know. I'm just at the point where I'm kind of over the whole RK Bro thing. I'm very upset that they took the championships off of Alpha Academy. I really think that Gable and Otis have been on their A game, and I think that they should have went into this Mania as the tag champs. And then, if you wanted to let RK Bro win the titles, because they were showing some tension there with them, and then out of nowhere they win the belts, I think they should have had that as a WrestleMania moment rather than a Raw moment. But in this case, I really know, like, we all know RK Bro's gonna win, but I really just want to, I want Alpha Academy to actually have a long title run with the tag belts, because I felt like they were making the championships very prestigious. Lots of people were trash talking the tag division in the beginning of this year, but all that shit talking went in the trash as soon as Alpha Academy won, because I felt like, Chad Gable has been killing it
100%.
with his new character. And overall, don't get me wrong, the Street Profits are great, but right now they're not.
Yeah, and they already had their fucking huge reign, man. They killed it as tag champions. It's just not their time again yet. Like, give it a little bit more space.
I agree.
And Montez Ford could,
but they're gonna make. But this is gonna be a fun match.
I think Montez Ford could do great on singles run as well. So I think
I don't either. See that happen, because they're like one of the real tag teams left in WWE. So I really don't want to see them break them up.
But yeah, that's obviously my pick. RK Bro, fleshing out the story.
Alrighty, but now here we go.
If this is
So,
the
let me
match that
just
I'm
double check
thinking
here.
of, I'm really excited because I know who Vince is gonna choose. We all know it's gonna happen. It's
You know, here's the thing. We're gonna, yeah, you know what? We'll do this one because I was gonna wait for the last
no.
thing to be that, but we'll save that for we'll save it for the real main event. So now, Seth Rollins versus Vince McMahon's
And
mystery
who is that
opponent.
mystery opponent, you say?
The worst kept secret ever.
The
Shane McMahon.
The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. He's making his WrestleMania
Yeah, it's definitely
re-debut.
Cody.
He's that dude. The crowd is gonna fucking lose their shit. Like, we all know that it's gonna happen, but to see him back, this is gonna change the scope of things because holy shit, dude, AEW's gonna be shitting their pants. They're gonna be shitting their pants.
Okay, look. When it comes to one of our co-hosts here, Danny, he and I have had lots of talks about Cody with the We Are Wrestling Talk Show, and he's one of those guys like those AEW marks. I love AEW; it's still my favorite promotion. But I speak from like I try
Yeah,
to
you're
look
trying
at
to
it
be
from both
unbiased. You're
sides.
trying to actually be like
And
somewhat of a journalist.
yes, exactly. So when it comes to that, Danny thinks that Cody going to WWE is the worst thing he could possibly do. Here's what my opinion was. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
And I think
Oh,
you're going to
yeah.
agree with me on this one. I think a lot of people are going to agree with me if you have the common knowledge in the sense. Cody needs to go to WWE.
Absolutely.
Because here's the thing. In AEW, don't get me wrong, his run was absolutely great. One of the best. Made the TNT Championship so prestigious. Almost freaking as it was more valuable than the world champion at one point.
Dude, I didn't even watch AEW at the point, but that's all I was hearing about.
Cody Rhodes was one of the greatest baby faces in AEW, but here's the thing. The more talent they keep bringing into AEW and the more Cody took breaks to do that Go Big Show and Rhodes to the Top, the more the fans got sick of him. The more he was fading away where people just didn't care anymore. And then he refused to turn heel. So that didn't really work out as well, which Cody, like it made sense because obviously with the AEW crowd, if Cody turns heel, they're going to cheer for him. So it's not a real heel turn. So I understand that, and I feel like the more big stars, because like look at now, we got CM Punk, Bryan Danielson,
John Moxley,
Adam Cole, freaking Keith Lee, Hardy, Sting, Darby, MJF, all of these great guys, because even their own are developing into friggin' main event stars. Cody is fading away, and the more people they bring in, the more he fades away, and that is why Cody needs WWE, and WWE needs Cody, because they need a superstar. And Cody could definitely be
and
a
they
want
to get him in an executive fucking role too because of his fucking AEW startup. Like they want an executive fucking role. That's why they are like, yo, whatever bridges you burnt, they built again. Let's go. Like, let's go.
Hey, but that's the thing that Vince McMahon always said. He doesn't care about his personal beliefs
it's all
when it comes to people because he thinks about the product. WWE, what's best for business, what the authority used to say. And the thing is, this is easily best for business. Cody going to WWE, this is the smartest thing that Cody could have done for his career, because if he kept staying in AEW, he was going to fade into the mid-card to then being just
100%.
nobody, really. And and Cody, if there's one thing that he has done, he has really put the spotlight on indies wrestling, and he has made AEW what it is today. And it's crazy because he could have re-signed with WWE back in, I believe, 2016. I believe it was a $500,000 he could have got. Now he is making freaking $3 to $5 million. Bet on yourself. That is the lesson I think Cody taught everybody here. Bet on yourself, and I think that him going back to the WWE,
100.
This is a great move. I mean, fuck what Danny has to say about
keep that pimp hand strong, fam.
Seriously. No, because these AEW fans, I love AEW, but these AEW fans are thinking, oh my God, creative doesn't know what they're going to do with Cody. If you
Preach it,
really
sister.
think they're going to pay a man $3 to $5 million fucking dollars to do some freaking Madcap Moss, Happy Corbin shit, that's not going to happen.
Yep, you're right.
Clearly, Edge is making all of this money. Do you see Edge wearing fucking suspenders?
Nope.
Because they look at Cody like a main event star, and that's why he's getting his money, and that is why he's getting this match with Rollins.
He's getting his
what I
push,
think
dude.
should happen.
His contracts involves fucking world title reigns.
Yep, and he's got a little bit of creative control.
Yep.
He had to.
He's coming back. He's coming back to WWE with his American Nightmare gimmick. Everything that you saw in AEW, he's coming with.
He will come out with that song too. I predict it because he's
coming back in his just the way you saw him in AEW. So it's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be a fucking huge moment. That's night one. Like I'm so stoked for Saturday.
I'm excited too. But okay. So now, real quick, now for the prediction side of things,
Cody.
Who do you have winning this?
Cody
or Seth?
Yeah, I'm excited to see this fucking match. You have no idea. This is probably my most anticipated match of WrestleMania. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, dude. Like I'm Saturday and Sunday about to be nuts. Saturday and Sunday about to be nuts.
Here's the thing.
What's up, fam?
Here's the thing, all right? And this is one of my favorite things to do. Fantasy booking. So when it comes to this match, I really think that this should not be just a match. Here's what they have to do. Especially now that, they had Seth Rollins go to the headquarters and Vince McMahon and him had a meeting. This is what I really think needs to happen. And this right here is going to be a very hot take. And I think that this could really take WWE to that next level again that it once was. So, Seth Rollins should be, close to winning this match, ready to hit that curve stomp, right? But now Vince McMahon is coming out during this match. And the thing is, I feel like what needs to happen is Vince needs to protect Cody at all costs. So I feel like what needs to happen is the Authority needs to come back. Fuck Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville. I'm sick of them as the officials. Let's bring back the Authority and have Cody be that guy. So, because I think Cody being a heel is definitely the thing WWE's got to do. Because, think about it. Cody, going from AEW to WWE and then basically, pissing off everybody by, getting everything handed to him like he supposedly did in AEW. That would bring legitimate heat. And then at some point, if they, unify the titles with, Reigns keeps the Universal WWE Championship, they do a tournament or something. Next pay-per-view, the finals should be Cody versus Seth for the vacant WWE title. And then Triple H should screw Seth Rollins because they had a relationship prior. And then he's Cody's manager.
That'd be sick.
I don't know. I think with Cody, they have to do something with Vince and Triple H.
We'll definitely see come Saturday, man.
I'm excited. I'm very excited for Cody to WWE. Well deserved. All right, so now here we go now with our main event. I believe this one will probably be night 2. We have the WWE Champion, Brock Lesnar, versus the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns.
Who do I got?
I got Roman Reigns.
They're not going to have Roman lose at WrestleMania. They're pushing him to be extra now. So, WWE creative. I think it's going to be a hell of a match. I think it's going to be a heavy hitter. I think it's going to be a showcase match. But to say that I'm excited for it.
This will go down in history.
It's like the next Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant, man. But I'm not excited for it. And I'm going to say why. I'm fucking tired of the same goddamn matches. I'm sick and fucking tired of it. Even Brock Lesnar is sick and fucking tired of it. He's having fun with his current run, but he's sick and fucking tired of the same shit too.
Yeah, here's what I think about this. Here's why I'm not excited about this match anymore. Because going into Mania, this is what I
Yeah,
wanted. I was super excited because I really wanted them to unify the titles and to, end the
100%.
brand split. And I think, them, like, hearing the reports that, like, they're going to drop the freaking title, one of the titles, and then do the brand thing again. It's like, what's the point of this? It reminds me of
Yeah,
SmackDown
me
versus
and
Raw.
fucking Danny have covered this many fucking times. The brand split needs to end just because they don't have enough talent for a fucking split brand. They don't. They don't. They released 90% of their fucking talent within the last couple of years. So it makes no sense for them to have
Yeah.
SmackDown and Raw should just be WWE. And rename it
Yeah, I
one brand, like
absolutely agree
WWE
with that.
whatever.
Yeah, like, I like Raw and SmackDown, but, like, why have your roster split? Like, why can't you have both on Raw and SmackDown? Or, like, like, you can even, like, one week have someone on Raw, next
Yeah.
week on SmackDown. I don't know. But, when it comes down to it, here's the thing. Like, because of the championships, like, technically not being one championship, it makes this,
Yeah.
like, whole thing useless at this point. It should have been just the Universal title. Should have found somebody else to hold the WWE belt. I think in this case, Roman Reigns is going to win against Brock, and I think that's the
Yeah.
best decision that they can make because it will put Roman Reigns even more
Yeah.
over than he already is. And Roman needs to have this championship so that he can, like, get to that 1,000 days, kind of like some of the GOATs have done
100%.
in
I
the
agree.
business. I can't believe I'm saying that because after the Shield broke up, I hated Roman Reigns
Mhm.
more than anybody.
A lot
I
of people
couldn't
didn't.
stand him. I couldn't stand the booking. But man, with this character change and everything he has done, he is a GOAT.
Yep, ever since he made his return, he's
Seriously.
been great.
This man straight up went from, being literally just a normal superstar, in my opinion, to now being one of the GOATs
Yep,
in
it was very
WWE.
quick. It was very
Hall of
quick.
Famer,
All it took is one.
the tribal chief, the head of the
Yeah,
table,
all it took
Roman
was
Reigns.
one quick
I
turn, and
I
it was over.
I love the storyline. I love everything about it. The only thing
Absolutely,
is the
man.
championships, of course. But yeah, any other predictions that you have before, we close off this WrestleMania pay-per-view
My last
prediction?
prediction is I think this is going to be a good Mania. That's it. I think this is actually going to be the best Mania in the last few years. I think we're in for a treat this year with a lot of things. So I think that's my
Yeah.
final prediction is it's going to be a great WrestleMania.
I think that this year it's going to be stupendous. What Vince McMahon
Glorious,
says. I
dashing.
think that this one's going to be really good. I still think AEW Revolution is still going to be better than WrestleMania this year.
Who
That's
knows?
just my opinion. But overall, no, when it comes to WWE, this is probably going to be one of their best pay-per-views in a
Absolutely.
very long time. So I'm very
Same
excited to
here.
see what happens. But let us know in the comment section below what your guys' predictions are going for WrestleMania because it is a stacked two-night event. It's going to be stupendous. But if you guys enjoyed this pay-per-view prediction video with Ben and I, make sure to smash that like button now. If you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already, help support the channel by hitting that subscribe button now, turning on the post notifications. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers. Once we get there, we will be doing a giveaway. That will be stupendous. Links down in the description below. You can go check out Ben on all of his social medias and his YouTube page as well. He does reactions, and he also has a podcast as well with Danny.
26 Pure Rage podcast on YouTube.
That's right. All his links will be down in the description below. Also, you can go follow me over on my social medias, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, my two other YouTube channels, DBTV, nothing but basketball content, Best One Network. I do videos with Team Best One. All the links are down below. But of course, to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide, I'm sure you're all glad that you didn't have to hear Danny this time around.
Fuck that guy.
We switched it up a little bit. He's still doing his stream as we're recording this.
Hi,
I'm
Dan.
sure he's
Fuck
having
you.
a wonderful time last in WWE. We love you, Danny. But to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs, we are taking over. Peace.
Hell yeah.